사이 대화하는데 나 옆에서 너무 눈치 없이 껴있는 거 아니지?
아니요.
무슨 소리?
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna continue to talk about Mind the Noona Gap. Today we're gonna talk about Mind the Noona Gap episode 10. The reality hit so hard after the age of all the participants got revealed. Poor Bonnie and Mundi, they joke around to make themselves feel good. They say, oh, we have the same age, like, like that type of joke.
동갑이에요 우리. 알고 있었어요.
친구였대? 아, 친구였어.
Mundi's already been in the army. I think Bonnie asked him because he was only 27, but he already been in the army. He said he took time from work and went to the army. That guy is accomplished. He wanted to get married early, he get a job early. He took time for work, went to the army, so he wanted to do too quick. So he's only 27. Her mind, she thought he'd be like 28 or 29 or maybe early 30. So they are all in the kitchen trying to joke around, but it's not easy. All the participants, Bonnie, Sonya and Jiwa are in the room talking about the age gap. Senri, Yeguan, and Yeun in the room also talking about that. Bonnie and Munji are in the kitchen. I think it's probably the next day or still the same day. And that's when she thought he would be like 28 or 29, even 30. Because of the way he talked so calmly, so she didn't expect him to be younger. She didn't expect the 12 age gap between them. He said that he was trying to charm her. He was trying to be charming. She was trying to be composed. So the way he was like calm in general, it didn't show his age. Sanyo is always thinking so hard on his own. The age gap between Sanyo and Soyo is 7 years. Like, okay, if we were not in the concept Mind the Noona Gap, if it was a real life, we would say, oh, don't say that Mind the Noona Gap is not a real life. Like, in the day-to-day, we will say, oh, 7 years is huge, but among the contestants, 7 years is the smallest age gap. And what Sanyo always overthink and think he's pretty much in his own world. For him, the age gap is something big. Time for dinner. The vibe is definitely off after the age reveal. Moon is always nice to Bonnie. He's always taking care of Bonnie. So the age gap of what? Moonty will always be by Bonnie's side. He's helping her doing the dishes. This is what happened. So Bonnie was doing the dishes and Jiwa was also doing the dishes. I guess they're probably two sync. Munji came to our Bonnie, says he's gonna help her. He start helping her. They're just talking while doing the dishes. They even make some kind of eye contact. You see there's some chemistry.
어때요?
예뻐.
Jiwa is like, am I the third way here? That's just funny. Bonnie and Munji talk outside. They went outside to talk. I guess all of this is happening the same night. Munji said that he wasn't shocked when he saw the clue. Remember the picture that he saw of her, like 2004 to 2006, something like that. And she was wearing like a school uniform. She was like, he assumed that she was in middle school, that she was probably 18. And he said it was 6 at that time. So he assumed that the age gap would be big. So he already knew, kind of figure out. Bonnie is happy, but she's worried about the 10 plus age gap. If it was 4 to 7, it would be okay, but 10 plus age gap is worrying her a lot. She found it. I'm like, this is me who said she found the perfect guy, but he's young for her. According to her, she thinks he's too young for her. Now in her ATM, when they have like those interviews, she said that she's worried about the Korean culture, what people will think of her. If her and Moonji end up dating, she's worried about what people will feel about that. So she's more like, she have her own worry, but she's also worried about what the people will think. Poor Bonnie. After they talk outside, they each went to the separate room. He went to his room. Now Moonji is worried. Bonnie went to her room. She's worried. Moonji is more worried about Bonnie be worried. If you see, even in the trailer in the next episode, he said that he noticed that she is the one so worried, but he is worried, but he's not as worried as she is. And G1 and Sonia are just hanging. We know that Jiyeon and Sonia are hanging out. We know that Jiyeon has been interested in Sonia. Even after the date, picnic up or date, he thought Sonia was so into him, but it wasn't the case. And I remember when they went on that group date. I think it was a group date. No, when when Sonia went on the group, like a type of a group date with all the guys to get to know them. She mentioned something about loving peaches, so he got some peaches for her.
복숭아 먹으라고.
그러니까 이거 진짜 감동이다.
맞아.
아, 뭐하냐 다른 사람들.
They were eating that. She's thankful. She see that he's very considerate toward her. Bonnie and Jiyeon are talking. Bonnie and Jiwan, they share the same room with Soyeon. Bonnie and Jiwa are talking about Mundi and Yerin joined them. No. Bonnie and Jiwa, they were talking like kind of in the kitchen. Yerin joined them, and then Sawa came out of nowhere. He went outside. Everybody seems to be so worried. He went outside. I think that's the moment that Jiwan joined someone outside. No, someone came. He saw them talking. He went outside, and this is when Jiwon went to talk to Sanwa. I don't know if Sanwa came off of the same room as Yeun, or it was a separate room. I was kind of confused here. I don't know if they were talking and then he went outside. I will figure that when I edit this.
그래도 운동 안 했으면 30살.
So Jiwan joined him outside. He explained that he's been so stressed. Jiwan talked about the fact that dating younger guy before that wasn't an issue, so she's not worried about the age gap. The age gap between Yeun and Jiwan and Sanwa is like, is it 9 and 10? Sanwa is 27 and Jiwan is 35. Yeun is 36. I think so. So it's between 9 and 10 year age gap. But Jiwon is not so worried about the age gap because she dated younger before. It was older. She cared about the person she's interested in. She was like kind of making clear to someone that she's interested in him. He's the only person she's interested to get to know. Someone went to talk to Yeun. He's finally honest with her. He's been in the house, trying to avoid the conversation all the time. Finally, it took 10 episodes. There's an expression in French, il a fallu du temps, cache bien. It's like a commercial. It really took a while for someone to open up and be honest, because it took so long, but we are finally here. So he's honest to Yeun. He doesn't know if they click well together. When it comes to conversation, he doesn't think that they have good chemistry. He can talk easily to Jiwon. The person he can talk easily to is Jiwon. So he was just telling Yeun, I'm interested in Jiwon. I don't think we are a good match. And Yeun will say that she's interested in him. He's the only person she's been interested in. I think it's Yeun who said she was walking on airship around him because she was worried. At the end of the conversation, Yeun told him that go after the person you're interested in.
끌리는 사람한테 가세요.
와.
나는 그렇게
I thought she was giving up. That's the vibe that she was giving. Okay, go after Jiwon. Jiwon, that's how it felt like. But at first she said, I'm going to wait for you, for your response, or take your time to think and then decide. And like this little triangle doesn't care about the age gap. Like age gap is the least of the worry. They're like back again in the game, fighting like this is my man, this is my man. No, he is my man. Okay, we're gonna see how it will end. Yerin said that the weight has been lifted off her shoulder. Now she will trust and wait for him. I thought he was turning her down easily, but she seemed to not really understand that he was letting her go.
개인적으로는 티키타카는 지원님이 더 잘 된다고 느꼈어. 티키타카는 지원님이 더 잘 된다고 느꼈어. 왜냐면
아 어떻게 속상해.
For you. And he have a hard time telling her that because of the way she will react and the way she has been reacting. And this type of love or like or relationship doesn't look good on my girl yet. And she was so fun at the beginning. Ever since she started liking someone, the ugly side of her personality came out. Same with J1, they both show a very ugly side of the personality, and I didn't really like that because I love them when they are not fighting over someone. They are just so great, but when it's all about someone, I don't recognize any of those girls. Let's talk about Soyeon and Sanyeon. Soyeon went outside to meet Sanyeon. He's trying to exercise. After the age gap, this dude is not even trying to look for her. Sanyeon, the thing about Sanyeon is all about talking, talking, talking. There's no action behind whatever he says. She's the one who went to pull him again. Remember the last time they went to talk at the balcony? He explained, "Oh, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that." He froze when they went to ice skating. Like he didn't tell Soyeon that, "Oh, I froze because Bonnie was there. Bonnie is the person I'm interested in." Also, he said that he said that he froze. Remember the last time because it's like, "Oh, Monty was taking care of you. I was kind of jealous. I wish someone was more honest with his feeling." I know that he does show a lot. He's so talk about how much he have. He talk about the fact that he have a low self-esteem, but he lack honesty in whenever he says stuff. Like, I wish he was a little bit more honest about his feeling, whether he's like Soyeon or whether he is like all about Bonnie. I wish it was the case. When they met outside, he's tried to exercise. So I'm like, there's only the age gap between them is only 7 years. Like some people, it might be too much, but it's only 7 years old. It's like that's less than 10. And he stayed. They went outside. They went to his home to talk. Right? There's some kind of sad moment here because when they went to Sanyeon home to talk, they kind of have to pass Jiyeon. Jiyeon was like looking at himself in the mirror, dressing up. They didn't see him. The house is so big. I think his bedroom was kind of open, and they passed to the hallway. He saw them. Oh, I feel bad. It broke my heart a little bit for Jiyeon because I know how much she likes Soyeon. And she is interested in Sanyeon, so all those love triangle. They went into his room to talk. Sanyeon said he's a bit worried. This is why I felt that Sanyeon wasn't very honest yet. He said he doesn't just say, "I'm a big," he said, "Other people are not worried about the age gap. Everybody seems to be so cool. I am worried about the age gap." You're worried about the age gap? What about the age gap between you and Bonnie? I said, I was just gonna say it. The age gap between him and Soyeon is 7 years, right? The age gap between him and Bonnie would be 9 years? I don't know, maybe 9 to 11 years. He is 28 or 29. He's 2 years older than Moonji. So the age gap between him and Bonnie will be 10 years, right? But the way he's acting, when he was Soyeon, he said, "Oh, a lot of they seem to not be worried about the age gap, but it worried me a lot. It worried me. I am worried about the age gap."
그 나이 차이가 신경이 안 쓸 수 없다고 생각해. 다들 너무 멋있더라고.
Sanyeon said he lacks so much confidence in himself. I'm like, he is the type, like I said, he's the type who lack a lot of confidence in himself, and he's the type of guy who will dig his own grave even before he's dead. Soyeon said that she has no idea what's going on in his head because he was trying to talk to explain himself, but everything that he was saying didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to Soyeon either. Now he told Soyeon, "I didn't think you were that interested in me. I thought you were joking. I thought you were really not interested in me." He said he didn't know she liked her. What does she even like about him? He's just an ordinary, boring guy compared to older. And she said, "Oh, it's not you, it's me. I'm this ordinary, boring guy. I don't even know why you're interested in me." That's how it sounds to me. He said that if there's a lead, or if let's say he said something about if he was in a K-drama, if there's a lead character, he would be a small sporting character. He didn't even say the sporting character, not even the second lead. No, a small sporting character. That's how he described himself.
갑자기 일단 조연인 나한테 갑자기 주연이 와가지고 말을 거는겨.
머리야.
He have no confidence. He either have zero confidence on himself, or he really doesn't like Sonia. Because I'm very confused now. Now he say that they are in different part of their life. It's like Sonia is speechless. She haven't even said anything yet. Remember the last conversation that they have? I think things were moving to the positive direction when they have that cute conversation at the balcony. Now the necessary conversation is like, no, I don't think it's you. I don't think it's you. It's me. I'm not confident enough. The age gap is too big. We are in different paths. You are a main character. I'm a small sporting character in this love story that we don't even know where we are going. I'm just trying to understand Sanya. It's so hard. Sonya was speechless. She couldn't talk. She was so frustrated. She didn't know what to tell this guy. It's like, is he like turning me down by lowering himself to the guy? It's like, oh no, you're too good for me. You're too good to me. You should be with somebody as great as you. You should be with a prince. I'm not a prince. Yekwan and Yeonju are pretty much okay with the age gap. I think the age gap here is also 7 years, but the conversation that they have kind of worry me a little bit. So Yeonju said that he always wanted to get married early because he wanted to be emotionally stable. He wanted to have this stable type of life. He already have a job. So for him, right now, what he want to get married, he want a family, he want to get home. When he get home, he see his wife and his kids. So he wants that type of stability, that type of marriage.
가정이 이렇게 있으면 안정감을 내가 느낄 것 같아. 그래서 조금이라도 좀 빨리 결혼하고 싶은 생각을 좀 많이 했었어.
But he kind of worry me a little bit when he talk about marriage. She was kind of worried. I don't know about her background, if she ever been in a relationship that she was close to get to marriage, because the way she respond tell me that she's not ready for that life. She's like she value like be happy alone, or but the other thing that she say, if she doesn't want a marriage that just look good for the outside. She doesn't want like an Instagram waiting. She doesn't want those pictures on TikTok or Instagram. No offense to those pictures on TikTok. I'm pretty sure a lot of relationships there are real. She doesn't want like to showcase to the world, oh, we are so good together, but in real life they are struggling. So she doesn't want something that looks only good for the outside. So that made me think that maybe she was hurt in the past. Maybe she has something that she struggled with when it comes to the subject of marriage. She prefer be happy alone or actually find something. She says she does want a marriage based off love. I think they kind of differ, but the conversation is kind of constructive. Let's see, if she want a marriage based on love, what about them continue to date and see if this can lead to love and there's continue. Yeonju doesn't seem like the type of person who will love like a marriage that only good for the outside. He's the most sensitive. Besides Mamundi, he's the most sensitive guy in this show. I'm not talking about sign yourself demeanor. I'm not good enough. Like you can feel like when he's in the house, he even told the guy at the beginning, I go for the girl that I really interested to get to know. 1 week is not enough to get to know someone, so he go for her. I don't know if because Yegwan know that he is only interested in her, maybe she feel like he's a little bit he's too fast for her. She want to take time, and I hope she doesn't let him go. She actually take time to get to know him after the show is over, because this episode and toward the end shows that the show, they are going on the last date soon, and it will be the end of the show. So the conversation wasn't like satisfied. It was an important conversation for them to have, but the conclusion, Yeonju want to get married. Yekwon is not sure she's there yet. She doesn't have to be there yet. They need to continue to get to know each other and figure this thing out. Now, let's go back to Mr. Sanyon. Sanyon apologized for misunderstanding Soyeon. This conversation, I'm gonna remove all my brain cell. It's gonna drive me crazy. He apologized to her for misunderstanding her. He didn't know that she, the queen, will be interested in him. I don't know. The street guy, he apologized to her. Sonia said that she is frustrated by him, but he's still the person she would like to, he's still the only person she would like to get to know, you know. He's her number one choice, if we can say that.
근데 어쨌든 더 알아가 보고 싶은 사람은 넌 것 같아. 진짜 답답하거든.
I say that Sanyo is the type of person that we overthink everything, and it's so frustrating. Even the panelists agree with that. He overthink every little thing. That's how he overthink getting to know Bonnie, and he ruined his own early connection, the possibility of getting to know Bonnie like at the beginning, because he overthink too much instead of just going to her. Bonnie is still worried about the age gap, but she like the way she's with Munji. Like when they're together, she doesn't think too much about the age gap. She like the connection. Sonia is thankful for Jiyeon. He's taking care of her. She was just telling the girl, oh, Jiyeon is such a great guy. He did this, he did that. So they're all praising Jiyeon that he's a great guy. This is a moment like Sonia was still talking to Sanyeon. I guess like they were talking in the room, and then they moved to the couch. They were talking. She said something about her eyes being dry, and guess who went to find her like something for the eyes? It's Jiyeon. He went to the room, gave it to Sonia, even though she was talking to a different guy. That's why she appreciated him even more. Like, poor Jiyeon. He's a Tonzen. He's the youngest in the house. So they're all praising him when the girl were talking. So now there's an announcement. There's gonna be like a final date, and the final date are not just one date. It's gonna be a night date and a day date. So this is important. Which person would you choose for a night date, and which person would you choose to go on the day date? The day date, I noticed that the way they do it will be like more like conversation wise, like you want to talk to this person more, and the night date will be the person that you feel the most romantic connected to. I think this is how they want things to be. And Moon is giving advice to someone what to do on the date. It's so funny. They have the same age. No, they have the same age. And the guys have like they will have a 2 day, the day date and the night date. Just like I said, the panelists prefer the night date over the day date. Sonia want to talk to Sanyeon again, so she scanned her QR code. So the guys already sent whoever they want to take. Everybody already sent whoever they want to take on a day date. I don't know if it's just the guy who scanned. It seems like it's just the guy who choose, because the girl are the one who will go and scan. The guy are the one who choose the day date and the night date. Because Sonia went to scan her QR code, and her reaction was shocking. They literally show her reaction, her be shocking. Like they didn't show what the QR code say. And Jiwon have the same reaction. Ye-in have the same reaction, shocking reaction. She went in her home, getting her blanket, cover her head, start crying. I'm like, what's going on? Ye-guan was like, what's going on, Ye-ri? She didn't say. Now it's time for the date. The first person to go on the date is Sanyeon. Who do you think Sanyeon would choose for a date? Who do you even think? Is he gonna choose Sonia that he fight over? It makes sense if he choose Sonia. They already talk too much. He probably don't need another date. But because he never have the opportunity to have a regular date with Bonnie, it will make no sense for him to take Bonnie. If Sanyeon could, he would take Bonnie to a night date. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Sanyeon, but I'm just saying, if he could, maybe he would do that. But he took Bonnie on the date because he wanted to talk to her, because they never have a chance. They never have a chance to go on the date. And I'm like, isn't it too late? I'm like, Sanyeon, why are you trying to accomplish at the last minute? I understand you want a chance to talk to her too, so I won't be too harsh on him. I won't be too hard on him. He keeps saying that the age gap was, this is my critique towards Sanyeon. I said I won't be too hard on him, and then I criticize him. He keep talking to Sonia, using excuse like, "Oh, the age guy bothered me. The age guy bothered me." But look, Bonnie is 3 years older than Sonia. If we go about the age gap, that we will go for 7 to 10. So that opinion, that point of view doesn't really matter. Age is not an issue with Sonia. It's something else. And I wish he was a little bit more honest with his feeling. And so he went on a date with Bonnie, and this date is more like a closure. It's more like what if, what if, what if I was not ashamed in love with my everything would be different. I love every Nam song. I love what if. It's like things about the past. It's just, what if I did this? What if I met you first? What if I did this? But life, we just keep living. We just keep going. He said that he chose Bonnie for the date to talk to her. He complimented her clothes, and she complimented the green color. He's wearing like a green jacket. He complimented the color. She said the jacket suits him very well. Sanyo said that he regret spending so much time alone.
후회도 하고 막 생각이 많다 하면서 그냥 혼자 시간을 조금 보내려고도 했고 막 그랬는데.
He did spend a lot of time alone, overthinking. Even when he felt something, was just looking at Bonnie and Mundi moving the house, while him just looking and doing nothing. So he regrets spending too much time alone. Sanyo said that he liked her warmth. She's a very nice person. It's not because she's not like, oh, interested in you, that means that she'll be mean to you or something like that. He asked about Mundi. He want to know why Mundi. Why did she choose Mundi? She said that at the beginning, he asked Bonnie about Mundi. How did you guys click so well? She said that at the beginning, when she went on that date, blind date, profile date, she just found him. He was just a nice person at the beginning. So Sanyo still have a chance at the beginning, but he didn't do much. She saw Mundi. She just said, "Oh, this is a nice guy." She thought he was nice. Basically, Sanyo regret not talking to her, taking more initiative when they were in the house. He praised Mundi to be the one. He in his confession, I don't know if he told Bonnie. No, I think he told Bonnie. He really praised Mundi to be cool about the age gap. So he saw her Mundi go for what he want. He praised Mundi for that. I'm glad that the guy at least don't fight over this anymore. It's like he gave credit where the credit is due. And Bonnie said that it's just personal preference. She doesn't find Sanyo less cool than Mundi. She just like Mundi. She's just interested in Mundi more. It's just a personal preference. So she was telling Sanyo that don't look down on yourself, feel like you're not enough, because he had tendency to feel like he's not enough, that his self-esteem is low. He even said that he have a low self-esteem. She was just trying to boost his confidence and telling him, "Oh, you're not less cool than Mundi. You're also a great guy."
그거는 정말 개인 차이인 것 같아. 막 그래서 상현이가 멋이 없다거나 그런 건 전혀 없는 거지. 나는 또 다른 멋이 보이고.
Actually, then when they were leaving from the date, she said that I really like your voice. It does have a very soothing voice. So she was giving him a lot of good compliment to just encourage him to be more confident. He liked that about her. She's very considerate to her older. And I think Mundi is the same. That's why I like them together. I like Bonnie and Mundi together. And then Sanyo said he will make his final decision. I think it's his confession. Him going on the date with Bonnie, even though it was a closure, confused him even more. I'm like, oh my god, are you trying to be someone now? We cannot have a second someone. I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with two of those guys. I can't. Sanyo is more confused between both of them. He wish that they could have gone on the date sooner. Now the second date, we have Mundi. He chose Sonia. He asked her on the date he wanted to talk to her. Remember, they only have one conversation in the house when they were both at home and they were talking about job, life choices. He talked about the fact that he did things very quickly because he wanted to get married early, get a job. That he's not really satisfied with that. He was asking about her job because she's a mother. She's kind of like following her dream, going for what she wants, compared to him, who has a traditional 9 to 5. And he really appreciate that about her, and he wish he could do more with his life. So he remembered that conversation. He said that when he first saw Sonia, she looked perfect and confident, so it was hard to approach her. But at the moment that they have in the house, they were talking, she felt more human to him. Sonia also, she felt the same because he was one of the guys that she wanted to get to know besides Sanyo. Sanyo gave her a lot of headache. So when she got in the house, but I assume that she saw his connection with Bonnie, she didn't go for too much to him. She said something about the conversation feeling more natural. She liked talking to him. Munji seemed concerned about her a little bit. You remember that when they went to skate, ice skating on the return when Sonia was sitting in the front, he was driving the car, and she asked a question, and Sanyo, since he was sitting next to Bonnie, I don't know, maybe because it wasn't because he was sitting next to Bonnie, the way he replied to a question, she wasn't very happy. Munji noticed her mood changed a little bit. He was just trying to talk to her. He said, okay, this is a good place to travel. He was just taking care of her, even though Bonnie's in the background, but it's not about Bonnie right now. But he was just being a gentleman. But he said that at that moment, he became interested to get to know her. So, oh God. So, I'm still a little bit scared, but I don't need to be too scared. He seems interested to get to know Sonia as well. But they both have that friendship type of vibe who can become something. So we don't know. Sonia said something very interesting. She's wondering if things could have been different if she came early. Dun, dun, dun. And Sonia arrived the same day as Bonnie. Who would it be Munji's choice? I still believe in Munji and Bonnie, and nobody will turn me away from that ship.
내가 같이 입주했다면 좀 달라졌을까? 모르지 뭐.
그랬을 수도 있지.
If she came early, she would be like a contender. So let's just say that. But I'm still believing my ship. Now someone is waiting for his date. Someone choose Sonia to go on his date. Now remember the reaction that Yeun got. But I'm also confused with G1 reaction. I think G1 will probably be someone night date, or what if someone did things differently, only choose one day and it's the date, and he already know that he's gonna choose G1, or he need more time to decide between G1 and Yeun. I don't know, because the reaction showed me that both of them were shocked. What if G1 was just shocked because she wasn't chosen on the day, but she didn't realize that there's another night date that he's probably gonna choose her. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. He chose Sonia. The first impression when they have in the house, when he came back for shopping, he said that Sonia was his type. He never really pursued that. He never really get to know her. So he chose to have a chance to talk to her more. In the trailer now, the trailer is a whole messy situation. Sanyo is even more frustrating, confused after his date with Bonnie. So in his date with Sonia, it looked like they are just fighting. The way they were talking, they're back again. They don't get along again. Night date is supposed to be romantic, but what's going on here? I don't know. Yeun doesn't want to talk to Jiwon, so she closed the door. I'm like, what is going on? She closed the door of her home. I don't know if Jiwon went on the date with someone, and that initiated this whole fiasco. Someone talked to Jiwon. He wanted to talk to Sonia. Someone told Jiwon he wanted to talk to Sonia, so Jiwon is not also happy about the fact that there's only two girls. Now we are already in the love triangle. You try to put us in the love square? What the heck? And then we have the night there between Bonnie and Moonji. I know that they teased that as something bad was gonna happen, but I don't believe it. So Moonji hate the fact that he doesn't like the fact that he's not too bothered about the age, but Bonnie seems to be the one bothered about the age. And Bonnie responds feel like, what make you think I'm so bothered about the age? Bonnie, you be talking about the age gap. Every single corner of the house sees the age gap revealed. So yes, sister, you're bothered about the age. This episode was good. Thank you so much for watching Mind the Noona Gap episode 10, and I will see you guys in the final 2 episodes of Mind the Noona Gap. Bye bye.
그렇게 여자가 원하는 모든 걸 해준 것 같아.
남자답잖아. 자신감 있잖아.
맞아.
난 그런 게 좋은 것 같아.